Flosstube. I'm Leanne.
And I'm Barb.
And this is Lost in Floss. Well, how are you doing there, Barb?
Great. We're in the midst of our Finish It February SAL. And it's been amazing what I've gotten done. You've gotten...
Me too. And I was on vacation for a week, so...
That's really good.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
And I've loved seeing all the pictures that people have been posting on Instagram. At that hashtag. It's amazing like what people are getting done.
I know.
Showing.
It's fun.
It's really fun. So I think it's been worth the pain of not being able to start anything. But
it's been hard, but I've been living by the rules.
Yeah.
By Barb's rules.
I have not started anything new. I started something on January 31st. Probably at 9 o'clock at night, but I'm like, that was fair.
Yeah.
But we also want to mention, we have a little treat for you at the end of this video. So before we get too far in.
Yeah, we've been asked to do this, and we thought, perfect time. Middle of winter, everybody's kind of got winter blues. And so we're going to put it at the end of the video. Just a little hint, if you've seen our first video, then you might know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
here we go.
With that, let's go into our segments.
Yes.
So we had some questions and comments.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to go first?
Yes, but I can't remember where I wrote them.
Okay.
It was about the pillow.
Oh, okay. So Sharon.
Yes, Sharon.
Had asked about how I stuff my pillows, what I stuff them with, how do I close the seam or whatever. And,
I shouldn't interrupt, but when I get my wintertime done, then we will do a video just with finishing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
But you can talk about it in the meantime. Sorry.
So usually what I do is I back my pieces with SF101. It's just like a fabric weaved stabilizer, and again, my pieces aren't heirloom pieces. I don't know if I would do it if it was a huge sampler or something like that, but I will back both the front and the back with the SF101. What?
I'm thinking of which make a big heirloom sampler.
Well, yeah, some people, I mean, some of them are pretty big. Oh my God.
I gotta read it in.
No, okay. No. I'm just picturing this.
Your coach at the pillow. Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
I might have to look the other way.
Okay, so anyway, back both pieces with SF101. A lot of times what I will do is I will also back it with like a thin batting, like Warm and Natural or something like that. Just before I stitch it, I'm crying. And then I will also, the seam that I'm going to leave open to stuff, I will stay stitch that, which is I'll stitch it like 1/8 inch from the end on both the front and the back. And this will stabilize it so it doesn't stretch out when you're sewing it again.
Do you usually stitch like your seam allowance? What seam allowance?
1/4 inch.
Okay.
Yeah. Then stitch it all around, clip the corners.
For you non-sewers, clip the corners means your corners like this, you go across, but be careful not to cut the stitching.
Cut into the stitching or to the thread, and that it'll just make it easier to turn it around and make it a nicer corner. Then I stuff it. She also asked, I just use regular polyfill, but if you look at Vanna's tutorial, she really pulls that fiberfill apart and then sticks it in and just really shoves it in there. I try to do that. I stitch the opening by hand. I stitch any trim by hand to go around the seam. Then one trick I learned from, I think it was Brenda Gervais had it in her pattern. She takes a steam iron and pushes down and steams the pillow flatter. But now you have to really have this stuffed so that you don't lose all your stuffing. And that kind of makes everything like push out and give it a more nice, even feel.
And another thing I think, if you aren't familiar with like stuffing things, is you can't take like a humongous piece of polyfill. Like take smaller pieces and really work it in there a little at a time.
Yeah, and make sure you get your corners in. Sometimes I will use batting, cut that up and stick it in my corners because it seems to stick better than the polyfill is slipperier. It'll sticks a little bit better in the corners. So hopefully that'll be okay. And like Barb said, we'll do something when Barb gets her winter time.
I'm getting close, so be patient with us.
So we'll see that. And then Jackie, Across My Stitches.
So Jackie at Across My Stitches a while back had stitched winter ABCs. And I can't even remember how this transpired, but I think I commented on her video or maybe on Instagram about how much I liked it. And so she said she'd send it to me when she was done stitching it. So I have finished with the stitching, and so I had asked her if this would be okay, if once I was done, if I could pass it along to someone else. So we're going to be offering it as a little giveaway. Do we want to go over the question now?
A pass along.
A pass along. Yeah, it's not a giveaway because we didn't. I think what's fun is Jackie gave me the conversion she used, so I'm going to include my conversions, which were different than hers, on a little piece of paper. And maybe if whoever would want to be interested in getting this chart, if you would have the mindset that once you were done stitching it, you would pass it along to someone else. It'd be kind of fun, like the Traveling Pants Sisterhood or whatever that movie was. I don't even remember what that was about, but I don't know. It just seems like kind of a fun thing to do. Yeah. So
see where it ends up. Well, we would never know.
We would never know unless you let us know through Instagram or YouTube comments. So
yeah. So
thank you to Jackie. She's
go visit her. She's Crossed My Stitches.
Right. She's got great videos. She might not have a new one for a little bit. She's in the process of moving and packing up her house and going on the road. So might be a little bit, but she's got some great previous videos that you can check out.
So then a question that we'd like for you to answer, and please don't say giveaway. You have to be 18 years of age. Don't say gift, don't say anything like that, because we want a stitcher to get this. We don't want a troll to get this pattern. And our question will be,
winter, are you over it or not?
And that's all you have to say.
After this last, well, you missed one of the weeks that we had here of the sub-zero.
We left on a Saturday. We came back on a Saturday. We went to Vegas in California. The day after we left, I think it snowed here, and then the polar vortex came. We weren't here.
You were so lucky. It was brutal, but then I look at other places and it's like, well, you had a warm place to be, and if you don't have to go anywhere, just kind of hunker down and keep waiting for that furnace to click on again.
Keep stitching.
No.
That's how you get a lot done, because nobody's moving and doing anything.
Yeah, it was amazing how quiet it was in our subdivision. You couldn't hear hardly any cars at all. It was just like eerily quiet.
So, that's weird.
Because I think a lot of people, unless you had to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I had to go get my hair cut. So I did go out one night.
Well, see, before we went on vacation, I was supposed to get my hair done. We were supposed to get snow through the night, and then in the morning it was supposed to be the heaviest snow.
Oh, yeah.
And I called her the day before. I said, sorry, I'm not going to come. And that's why my hair is looking like it does, because I'm waiting.
Yeah.
So
I didn't go to Goodwill, but I did go to Ben Franklin. And they were closing early. I just needed a few things, and I'm like, come on, I need some fabric. So
I'm here.
I had enough time. I had like 30 minutes, so I did some speed shopping and out the door.
So
winter, are you over it or not? And that will give you a chance to be the next recipient of this cute pattern, which you've probably seen a lot of people stitching it. It is really cute.
yeah, I did it. You did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
everybody did.
Everybody.
So then another of the comments, pop and soda. Most of our viewers say pop.
Pop.
And I don't know, I would never get used to the saying pop.
No, it just sounds like not right when I try to say it.
No.
Would you like some pop?
Yeah.
No. Popcorn? Pop.
Yeah, pop what?
Pop what? Pop
Yeah.
Tarts.
I remember my uncle used to say soda pop.
Soda pop. Soda pop's kind of fun.
Here's a quarter for a soda pop. Yeah, but
At Pick and Save the other night, they have their store brand for 35 cents.
oh boy.
Doesn't that seem really cheap?
Yeah, it does. Really inexpensive.
There you go. Sounds nicer.
So then also hot dish and casserole.
It was more
Hot
dish.
Did you think?
But more of a mix, much more of a
yeah.
mix than the soda and pop.
And I'm gonna say hot dish.
I
It
like
just sounds
hot dish. It's just kind of fun.
Sounds better than a casserole. Casserole sounds like okay.
And that casserole
Yeah.
again. That would be Hamburger Helper, although I've never ever made that in my life.
Oh my gosh, I used to.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you still?
No, I haven't for years.
Oh.
Yeah, when the kids were little, yeah, we'd have hamburger helper.
I'm sure it's good.
It was good with noodles and stuff. Yeah, it was good.
Did you like spice it up? Extras?
No,
Oh.
no, we're Polish. We don't need to spice anything up.
Well, I do mean with like seasoning, but like, throw some real onion in or maybe a call for that. I don't know.
I don't even remember because that was so long ago. But yeah, no.
Oh,
Then-
and good storage ideas. A lot of people
yeah.
gave us great ways that they store their floss and fabrics, and it's kind of fun to see the
It
difference.
is how different people come up with different ways of doing
And
things.
I think I'm gonna get one of your containers and do it that way.
It works pretty good.
I don't know. Like I went to Joanne's and I'm sure that was the size, but yours just looks so much bigger.
I bought mine online, so I don't know.
Well, and it was the only size they had in that. And when you gave me the size, it matched up to what they had. So
Yeah.
well, we're here for cross stitch.
Yeah.
So let's get on to that.
Talking. So we like to go in order.
Okay.
Any haul.
Yeah.
Because you buy something first before you stitch it.
Yes. So I was coming back. Is it Wisconsin Stitcher, I think, on Instagram. She's been stitching these the cutest little ornaments. I mean, they're just beautiful. And they're from this book. And
Is it French?
it's French, but this is the English translation, and like this. Couldn't you
Don't
see?
show it.
Oh, it's a chart.
Yeah.
Sorry. How soon I
Pictures,
forget. Here,
pictures.
This is what I want to show. This tree of sweets that looks
is
right
so
up my
cute.
alley.
Oh, it's on the cover also.
Oh yeah, duh. But she's been making the cutest little ornaments. Let me see. Well, here are some. But just like one thing is cuter than the next, and her finishes are beautiful. So check her out on Instagram. Can we put a link in our description?
Yeah. So who is that?
Wisconsin Stitcher, but I'll verify that. Then I was coming back from our cabin and hit Madison, and the roads were awful. Like people were going way too fast, and I had looked at the radar, and the snow was only supposed to be there like for an hour, and I'm like, people were off in the ditch, and I'm like, I could drive in this treacherous condition because the plows hadn't been out, or I could go to the cross stitch shop. So
I wonder what you did.
yeah, and the thing was, I did need one color of Classic Color Works to finish something up. So I would have had to order on 1, 2, 3 Stitch. So I'm like, okay.
Ooh.
So I got some thread, but I got this spring delivery by Brenda Gervais.
I love that.
Vanna has done this, and I saw it on her site, and I loved it.
Vanna the Twisted Stitcher.
Yes. Thank you for always providing the official names, because it is true.
It is nice that people say that.
And then I had done, I did the fall, one of the Prairie Schoolers, but I always wanted to do the other ones. I stitched the Christmas one already, but I gave it away as a gift, so I have like a candle screen frame that I think I can pop the stitches in and out of, and so I want to do the other ones. And that one was on my list, so I felt like I wasn't going wild by getting something that I really didn't want.
That one's cute.
And then
I've never seen that one.
Really?
Yeah.
This is July Prairie Schoolers. I'm in the midst of doing June, and I have the pattern for January, I think, December. And so I do want to do July. I have a frame that I'm going to use. So that I will probably start maybe this spring. And then this...
Not until...
No, this spring.
March.
Yeah, this spring. This one is really kind of ugly, but... I'm sorry, designer. But I really liked...
I think he's cute.
I kind of think I would like to do the basket without the bunny in it. Or change the bunny... I don't know.
Oh yeah, just put eggs.
The bunny
in it.
looks like he's made out of Play-Doh or something, all stretched out. But I think you could just do eggs in the basket. And I was gonna, I was like, oh, could I just like do something like that? And then I'm like, oh, it's $2.
But you know what? I think if you would put the bunny in, and maybe it's the colors that,
or
like
maybe
if
it's
you make
the eye.
if you make it where the color of the basket is not so much the background.
Right.
Fabric, I think that would pop more.
I think even the eye, like I don't like the eye.
Yeah.
I think if he had a simpler eye, he probably would be much better.
They used a whole big square for the
Yeah,
yeah,
his eye
big,
is like bug-eyed. So that's my haul.
Wow.
So
You got a lot.
but I didn't start anything.
Well, we were in Vegas, and I went to the cross stitch shop in Vegas, and what is it? Stitcher's Paradise. Although I went with my husband, so that will tell you how much time I had. 10 minutes, and I had to go to the bathroom, so.
But they taken care of that
well,
first.
they had a bathroom there. Well, no, because we were driving from California.
Oh, on that one.
And yeah, so I did get this by Blackbird Design, which I've had on my wish list. Pledge of Affection.
It's cute.
And because we were on the road, I didn't have time to look for colors.
Oh.
I happened to have one of the colors, DMC,
Perfect.
in my bag of stitchery, and I put like 2 stitches in, and I figure even if I have to take them out, at least they were in, and I can still count it as a start.
That's true.
But now I have to order the flosses because I want the variegated. I don't want the DMC because
yeah, well, with that big of a surface, I think the variegated would be nice.
Because I like what they have.
Mm-hmm.
And then, let's see, well, this should have been in our comments. I wanted to thank Kim. She sent me these 3 Prairie Schooler Santas that helped me get closer to the ones that I need.
Nice.
So I made a list on my notebook where I'm keeping track of everything, my planner of the ones that I need. So, yeah, I got the older ones from a friend, borrowed them to me, which I think those would be the harder ones to get. These newer ones wouldn't be as difficult, and I don't think the ones that I needed.
How long would you say in stitching time it takes to do those?
You know, I think it'll take like 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
Evenings.
Yeah.
Depending on the Santa. The beginning ones are very simple, but like these are more involved.
Right.
So, I mean, that's kind of more involved.
The skiing.
I know, I love all 3 of these. And so,
Well, I have a couple of them, I think, but I haven't done any, and I don't know that I'll start.
Haven't you done 2018?
No.
Oh, because you bought that.
I bought that.
Yeah.
I bought the kit for that, so that I
well, then
really
you gotta
have to do.
Yeah, they're fun once you get in the groove.
Yeah.
And I'm doing them exactly as Prairie Schooler intended them to be done. Stitch on the same fabric, same flosses,
Right.
and
They look
it's
nice.
kind of a piece that you just kind of keep going. So if I don't really know what I want to stitch, I'll just bring out the Santa.
And how many do you have done?
I think I got 5.
That's pretty good.
6 maybe
Good
done.
start.
Yeah, I got one in my basket here.
Okay.
So, so that's it
All right.
for haul. Okay, whips, works in progress.
All right. I have some whips.
Go ahead. Whip it up, Barb.
No, this is the finish. Gotta get get my things straight. Talking to Prairie Schoolers, June.
I like that one.
I've showed this before, but I've got a
Ooh,
good start on the house.
yeah, you do.
I do have one error that I'm thinking of taking out, but I might leave it in. Right here.
Don't tell me.
Oh, okay.
Because
you'll
nobody,
always see it.
you know, if it's not that bad, people, you know, I think you kind of look at it when you got magnifiers on,
Right.
and you're like, oh my God, this really
It's
sticks
so-
out. Who's gonna look at it with magnifier?
That's true. And then I got this at in Madison too.
You
So
know, I
this
was
is
just
this is
thinking-
our favorite. Well, one of our favorites. We have all
Designers.
the winter time, autumn time, springtime, all the times.
Christmas time.
New York Dreamer, and I always like this, and I didn't know why I didn't buy it, but oops.
So I love that. I love that one.
I love the contrast of the bright. This isn't the called for color, but I like this.
Yeah, it's.
It
very
has enough
pretty.
variation. Sometimes some of the variation's almost too much for me.
Yeah. No, that looks good. I like that.
So I got that one going.
No, I was just thinking that we should
then...
take a trip to
Oh,
Lynn's.
well, I'll go. I'm looking for my springtime. He's here somewhere. Do you want to show one of yours while I look?
Let's see. Works in progress. I've been working on Plum Street Samplers, Friends of the Heart. And I am stitching this 1/2 on 32 count. And I've gotten pretty far since the last time. I'm really liking using one thread. It's kind of, it's nice. You don't have to worry about it being twisted or anything like that. It's just
And what count is the fabric?
32 count.
Okay.
And I think the pattern calls for a smaller or like more like a 36 count, but 32 is what I feel comfortable in. Yeah, and I'm only doing it over one because I kind of want it to look vintagey.
Right.
Like I could have used 32 kind of can go either way.
Correct.
So, okay. Go ahead. Did you find
I'm
your-
back. This is Bunny and Company. It's Tie with Thy Needle and Thread.
I love that.
I love this one too, but it is a ton of stitching. And my first strategy was I was going to do the whole border until I realized I was way off, like not even a stitch or two. It's like maybe 6 rows up. And then I'm like, do I
When
really
that happens.
want to do that border first? So then I moved inside to the rabbit, and I'm like,
fun
I'll figure
stuff.
out the border afterwards.
Yeah.
We'll do something with it.
Put a bow on it.
And then another New York Dreamer.
Ooh.
I'm getting pretty far.
Yeah. Isn't
So,
that fun? Isn't it fun?
It is fun, but it's a lot of work.
It
Like,
is a
it's
lot
a
of
lot
work.
of stitching, and so is that bunny one. I can't believe how many hours I've worked on it. It's a lot of fill. But this one, just when I think I'm done, then I look at it. It's like, oh, I didn't do that. Oh, I didn't
You gotta
do this.
backstitch.
And yeah, I started backstitching some of the evergreen, I guess it is, but
it once you do it, it's like, oh, this really makes it pop.
Right.
And
but I feel like, I really don't like doing the wording. It's easy, but I feel like I shouldn't carry my thread because of the colors, and
yeah, it's hard.
it's the white I've been carrying a little bit, but So that's all my whips.
Okay, well, I'm working on,
What year's that?
this is 85. So there's my progress on that.
Yeah, when you see how simple they are.
Yeah, see how simple that is compared to this one is 2013.
It's crazy,
they're way more complicated. Same size. I think they're the same size.
When did they switch to more complicated?
Well, I think, as gradually as the years go by, because you figure this was in the 80s, and then things you added more things to stuff. Do all the things. Then I have Prairie Schoolers, a red cottage. And if you followed along on some of our previous videos, it calls for mulberry. And mulberry, the one that I had, was a little brown. So I looked for red, and I ended up with not cherub.
Cherry cobbler?
No, maybe it is cherub red.
Oh, is that like it goes from dark to...
Well, yeah, it goes from a brighter to a darker.
I bet you it could be cherub.
I think it's cherub. And so I like this because I wanted my red cottage to be red. And if you can see in this corner, I did use the mulberry in it. It was more brown. There was not a lot of red. So I took whatever I stitched out, which is a few things, and now I'm really happy with it.
Looks nice.
Yeah. And that is it for whips.
Do you have finished? Oh, okay.
So then we have finished, not fully finished, just finished.
Stitching.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have Bent Creek Winter Row. This was one of my thrift store
I love this
purchases. Oops. And I'm sorry I didn't iron this week, but I got on a finishing craze, and I'm like, I just got to go with it.
Oh yeah, finish it. That's really cute.
And I found this frame at the thrift store. I just have some mat board over it just to cover the picture because I wanted to give myself a blank slate, but I think that's what I'm going to use for it.
I think that'll look cute.
And then my other one is the Winter ABCs.
Woohoo!
And so I did mine on kind of this, I forget what it's called, but it's kind of a greenish color. And then I used two different grays. For the words, I used the darker gray, and then more of a variegated gray for the letters themselves.
I love that. Now that is the board that it's going to go on to.
Yes.
Right.
So then, WWLD. What would Leanne do? So do you want to hold that up?
Okay.
So I have, I don't know, you probably can't even see it, but there's this red polka dot, and we'll probably discuss this offline.
Excuse me.
There's this gray and white check. It would be kind of cute with it.
Well, I'm sorry, I had a drink.
That's all right. I'll forgive you.
I'm getting over a cold.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you how you're feeling.
Yeah, better.
The polka dot. This is just kind of like a little starburst.
I like everything that you got.
I know, like, cause I took pictures and then the stripe was even cute. It would have to run this way because I was too cheap to buy. So anyways, Leanne and I will probably discuss, and hopefully next video you'll see it finished.
I don't know, I like them all. Pumpkin Hollow would say the check.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, she's a big check girl. Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow Quilts.
Yeah. We love your videos, Olivia.
Yeah.
Do you have any more?
So, we're finished. Well, I finished all the triplets. This is by All Through the Night. And at first when I started it, I didn't think my fabric was big enough to put them all on one piece.
It's humongous.
Guess what? It's big enough to put all on one
Yours
piece,
looks...
but they're too far away.
Oh, it's just because you held it up. It was more transparent. I thought yours looked lighter than mine, but it doesn't really.
Yeah,
And
so
I can yell, I'd stitch that, and as you'll see later, poor guy needed feet, but he just didn't get them last night.
he will.
He will. And this is our stitch along too, so if you're partaking in that.
And the stitch along is Henry Jack Harry, LIF Henry Jack Harry.
Yes.
So if you're stitching them, here are the patterns.
I've started to see them more and more. Like
Me too.
When we first started them, I didn't see them anywhere, and so it's kind of fun to see them pop up now.
And my plan, I think, was to stitch them November, December, and January.
Did you use a different color for his red?
Is it mulberry and something else?
Yours looks completely different than mine.
Mulberry. Crimson? I think I used Buckeye Stitcher.
Oh, because Buckeye is
Or Buckeye
for,
Red.
It calls for on the other one. Well, that would make sense with the colors in here.
Because I had it, and that's what I did. I used the Buckeye, which I love that color.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did this trilogy.
That's so cute.
Let's see. Happy Jig Jig Day. And
those little
him.
Little
Charms
shamrock
on there.
charms.
Yeah, aren't they cute? Yeah, he was very fun to stitch.
Oh, he is really
Very
cute.
fun. Yeah. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna finish him yet, but that was fun. And I can't remember if I showed this or not. Prairie Schooler Winter.
It's so pretty.
And I finished this one. And again, Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow Quilts put it in a red frame. I think she had it on Instagram, and I commented. I'm like, okay,
that's it.
Now I have to find a red frame.
Right. Did you see the person who did it in more like blues?
Yes.
It was. I mean, it looked completely different, but it was really
very pretty.
too.
Yeah, because I think they had a blue house instead of the red. Yeah.
It was really pretty. But
Yeah. So I love that about seeing people's things.
I know, it's so fun.
And then
it's done.
I
knew
put
it
this
would
on
be.
Instagram.
I knew it
You know,
would
I
be.
worked like it was my job to get this thing done.
Yeah. if only I
In
didn't have a
Friendship's
job.
Way, the book by Blackbird Designs, and this one is called The Button Box.
So pretty.
And I had posted what I was working on Instagram. And they said, do you think we'll get it done before our video? I got it done. I don't have buttons on it because there's buttons stitched to it. But I got it all done, and I even had time to iron it because I wanted to see because it was pretty darn wrinkled. But it was fun. And
Do the buttons go all over or just at the bottom?
buttons kind of go like on here. Like there's buttons on top of these things. There's buttons in the birds on the thread that the bird has in his beak.
Cute.
And I have my grandma's buttons, so I'll use those. And
just-
then there's a box that it goes on that I got from Hobby Lobby. They still had them. So yeah, I just love the color.
I might have to go and dive into that. Although you
Not
know
until
how many.
March.
No, I don't mean now.
Oh.
But I will not break that because I have plenty of things to finish up, and now I'm kind of on a finish kick. So
I know. I
want to
love
get
that.
things done.
I know. So that's all I have in FOs.
Okay.
So do you have any FFOs?
I sure do.
There is a pile.
I have 6. I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah.
This has never happened before. So Lizzie Kate, February. I've shown this, but here it is on the plaid background.
I think it looks really good on the
I
plaid,
know,
don't you?
it's not what you'd expect, but I really like it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I'm glad you ripped that lettering out.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
Oh, is that cute?
And so this is the little Be Mine that I ended up doing in a pie pan tart, whatever it is.
So what pattern was
This
that?
was like a little freebie I found.
Oh.
And I'm trying to look for it. Someone asked me, Vicky asked me for it, and I need to see if I can find it.
Yeah, sometimes you come across those things.
I know, and it's like, where did I
from.
find this?
Yeah.
And this one too, this is another freebie. I
That's
made my first
adorable.
pillow.
That is adorable.
So, I got a thread hanging here. But,
that is really cute. I love your fabric choices.
thank you. I couldn't decide which of the two to use, so I'm like, oh, I'll do both. I don't know if I should put like some ruching around the end, but I thought, well, I can do that later. And then I think I used Vanna's technique. And I'm like, I had this piece, so I slid it on the back. And I'm just going to do, I kind of forgot to do the hand stitching that goes over that. So it really is not final
Did you just
finish.
glue it?
It was, I had put that SPF or SF 101. And so it had that on it. So then I just took some fusible stuff.
Oh, okay.
On.
Yeah,
So
there's nothing wrong with. I mean, it's not like you're going to be using the pillow.
This is my Prairie Schooler rabbit.
Oh, is that sweet? That really turned out nice.
I ended up painting over the frame with. Remember, we were trying to figure out the coppery, that verdigris, whatever it is.
You were trying to say that.
So
that looks really good.
I ended up just lightly going over it, and then this upholstery stuff. Someone tell me, like, how do you use it? I cut it and it, like this much went instantaneously went all over the place.
That's why they always put tape around it.
Well, yeah, but it's like, well, what are you supposed to, like, how are you supposed to cut it then? I don't know.
They always put tape on it before they cut it.
Yeah.
Like you just put it, like where you're going to cut it, put a piece around it before you even cut it.
Well, that is why I have the little bow down there. But I think it's
No, the bow
cute.
looks good.
So I really
like it.
him. I'm really happy.
Yeah.
And someone on Instagram, I was so honored. They're like, they said I inspired them to stitch it. And hers is really cute. She's got some different colors and it's just adorable.
That is really cute. I might have to borrow that
Yeah.
one.
Then I did my first Vanna flat fold. I'm so excited. And I ended up not putting the fabric showing because the more I looked at it showing, it just almost seemed too jazzy. And
That is perfect.
I really, really
But you
liked
use
that.
that fabric anyway.
I used the fabric to back it. And
that is
you can't see this, but I am going to do more of these because they're fun.
Maybe you can show me how to
Oh,
do.
something that you don't know how to do?
Yeah.
Oh, and this one thing I wanted to mention. So, sometimes you just don't have the right cording or whatever. So on the cording on this, I just took white string and then I took the 3 colors of ribbon and I craft glued it at the top and then I just quickly wound it around and kind of made my own little...
Oh, that is cool.
So, I really... Because I wanted to use the same colors, but it's like I didn't really have anything that was going to look good.
You are so creative.
So, it's just thinking outside a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
And then we have my final, Lizzie Kate Winter. And this one...
Oh, is that cute? That turned out really cute.
Wasn't sure what to do with this. Leanne and I talked about this a lot. So basically, this is a trivet. I took out the ceramic part. It has these little metal pieces on the back, so it was really easy to take out. And I put in a piece of mat board that I covered the gray. And then Leanne had sent me a really cute picture of snowflakes that were made out of buttons. But I'm like, I didn't want to do all the hand stitching. So these are actually stickers that are just stuck on. And I'm like, what's the difference? And then I glued the buttons on top. And I thought
it looks really cute.
I thought it works because the snow kind of has tones of white and kind of off-white in it. So I'm like, it didn't bother me to...
That is very cute.
Yeah, and so then I just wrapped the string around, put one snowflake at the top where it joins, some rickrack, some of the little...
hide the seam.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I'm really like...
That's really cute.
I really am excited about it.
So is that glued on there? Like you can't... Oh, but it's just that board that it's all glued on, so you could take it off.
So like this easily, I can go like this.
So you could use that.
I will show you. So I'll be able to use this. So this is what was in here. My sticker's still on it. But it fit in here.
$3.29.
So yeah, it was worth every penny of it.
Oh, so that just went on.
So I will be able to do this for the other 3 seasons.
And then you just have that nice thin board to store.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I was really excited.
Yeah, it looks really cute.
So I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
one.
I like your choices of everything.
Thank you.
I love everything about it.
Well, I just, you know, I had a lot of different fabrics that I was trying to work with, and I don't know. That's the part that really always is hard for me. Yeah. It's like I just can't decide.
But you know, sometimes what I do in quilting, take a picture with your phone.
Right.
From far away, and then it's almost like it pops out and you know exactly what to use.
Right. Well, and when I was at the fabric store with the winter ABCs, I knew which ones weren't even. I wasn't even going to get, you know, like I only needed a quarter of a yard or something if I ran it the width of the fabric. But there were a couple that I was like, ooh. Yeah. You know, I thought I liked them, but then when I saw it in a picture, I didn't.
Yeah, it kind of just shows out right away. Mm-hmm. So
that's all I have. I mean, so I've crossed a couple things off my list. Yeah. I made a pillow and I made a flat fold. So the other things I still have to do are I have to do a beaded one and I have to make a project bag. So because I have no other than the one you made for me.
I'm going to show you how to make a project bag.
I store my things in Ziploc bags pretty much.
I used to be a monogamous stitcher. Watching Flosstube changed my idea of that, so now I need more bags.
Well, the Easter guy, the bunny pulling the cart, I have in a bag. I think was from Sheets. You know, the zipper things, and they actually, other than they're a little too fat, but they actually work just fine.
Whatever works, man. So I just had 2. Well, I think I had 3 finishes. Mm-hmm. So I know I showed you I did this February. It's Joyful Journal by Heart and Hand. I stitched it out on darker fabric and I didn't really like it with this box. So I went and I stitched it on lighter fabric. And then I found this really cute polka dot ribbon.
Yeah, that ribbon is perfect.
To put around it. But I didn't put any rickrack or anything because I'm like, okay, I'm just sticking it on there.
It's cute.
And
I don't think it needs it.
No. So then I think I showed this. I had the March.
Those are cute.
Joyful Journal. And I put it on this little box. And I just really love the way that it turned out. Little bow on the top. Mm-hmm. The color kind of just matches perfectly. So
it's adorable.
Yeah, I love that. And then I did Brenda Gervais' wordplay, which
oopsie.
Sorry. I had to order the frame and it wasn't in their last video. So I put it in and I really like it. And now I have to get more wordplays. This is the only one I had.
So you find them and
I know.
I'll stitch them when you're done.
So I don't know that I want them all, but there's some of them that
a lot of them are. I know the February one. I really thought was really
February,
cute.
March. I want August because that's my birth month. September's okay. They're all
July.
really cute.
I was gonna say it's kind of like these flip it stamp things. Like when I look at them, like there's some I like better than others, but you change the colors, then it's like
and you really
like them all.
Yeah.
And I love the monthly series. I love the 4-season series. That's just, I mean, from way back, we always decorated for obscure holidays. Like I remember I have these wooden cherries that are on jute. So there's like 2 cherries on one piece of jute. And I have them on my snowman tree because they just brighten it up. And we used to have these pulls before we remodeled our kitchen on our cabinets. And I'm like, George Washington's birthday. Let's put those cherries on.
Happy birthday, George!
And some people in our house liked it more than others, but
Hey, you gotta do that.
It's a long winter otherwise.
It is. I know. I like decorating. So then I think one other thing that we kind of
Jumping around.
yeah.
Oh.
No, this is good though.
Or never have I ever.
Oh, we can do that.
Okay, so I was looking at some of my stitching the other day. Never have I ever had like a big knot with a loop on the back side of my fabric that's a way past where I'm now stitching and just left that thing be.
Oh, I've done that. I've let it be. Sometimes I have cut it and then weaved it underneath. Yeah. Sometimes I have taken it all out. It depends.
You've taken it all out.
I kind of taken it out.
Far back?
Well, it depends on how far back.
Okay.
And it kind of depends on the color. Because if you're stitching on a darker fabric and it's a lighter color, it's not going to show through. So, you know, it kind of depends on that.
Or what kind of coverage is in that area.
Yeah.
Like if it's all stitched in.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh, forget it.
What makes me more mad is that usually it's fancy floss and you're like, darn, I could have stitched
3 inches.
how much more, you know.
Correct. Well, or the fact that you don't even notice it's there.
I know. Like when you're stitching, don't you notice that your thread all of a sudden is shorter?
It goes from this line to this line.
It's
Oh,
like,
where is
whoa.
it? Someone must have taken it.
Oh man, yeah, that's funny. I don't have one.
Oh,
Never have I.
That's
ever.
okay.
So I'll have
You
to.
have mail call.
I do. We got this pattern and it's adorable. From Fat Quarter Shop.
That is really
It's
cute.
It's So Emma pattern by Lori Holt. If you ever seen her quilting, this is totally Lori Holt.
Okay.
Her colors are bright, shiny. She's so all her quilts are so happy, and so this I just think is adorable.
So is that what's on there?
Yeah.
Oh, without the letters and without the quilt, because
Well, I think this is just a
the part of it, but
Yeah.
I mean, up to the fence is even cute.
yeah.
You know, if you
No.
didn't want to do the whole thing.
I know, and I think Kimberly Jolly from Fat Quarter Shop is, I think every Wednesday she has kind of a little cross stitch class for beginners, and this is what she's stitching, and I think she's going to be making this into a pillow.
Not a joke.
Well, it's going to be a bigger pillow because this is stitched on 10 count.
When you said that and I lost it, pardon me, but welcome to Barb's Rural World, because that's what happens
Well,
sometimes.
you know, and then when you did that, I was thinking of those Hawk Run Hollow pieces that people are doing, like Hawk Run Hollow Farms, and it's got several different.
Oh, yeah.
That takes a long time. Or Houses of Hawk Run Hollow.
All I could think of was, like, let's take a pillow off the back of our sofa and put our cross stitch pillow in there. So I apologize for my inability to control myself, which does get me into trouble sometimes.
But you know what? That's healthy.
It is. It is.
You should have to. You should laugh.
I'm not at
like
the doctor often, so
Yeah, see? I mean, you should laugh once a day.
it's good. It's
Yeah.
all good.
So, with that, I think...
You have Stop the Floss.
Stop the Floss. This,
She's a good
if you
one.
follow me personally on Instagram, I've been working on this. And I finished
Now that she has this, maybe I can make off with the other quilt. And she'll not notice.
This
Beautiful.
is a Shop Girl pattern. And I bought this at Country Sampler, which is also a cross stitch place. They have quilts
I
and
didn't know
everything.
that.
And I used a laundry basket quilt fabrics, which is called Little Sweetheart.
So was it one of those, what do you call it, those pack things?
It was like a fat quarter,
Okay.
but I think it was a fat eighth, so I didn't, and I made a mistake cutting, so I ended up one row and one column short,
Oh,
but it fits perfectly in my wall.
yeah.
So I quilted it myself.
Look at this cute, can I show them
Yeah,
back
the
fabric?
backing. I can't tell you whose the back is.
Look how cute this is. Oopsie.
Oh,
Is it going to matter? It's upside down or is
no,
it both
I
ways?
don't think it.
Really, really a cute fabric. I love that.
Yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, perfect.
Yeah, it really is nice.
Yeah, so
Really cute.
So I've been busy doing that, so I haven't been
She's
finishing.
not going to notice if it comes home with me, I'm sure.
My wall will be empty.
That's okay. You could put something else up.
No, I don't have any Valentine thing. And I was happy that I finished it before Valentine's
Yeah,
Day.
that's really
Like,
nice.
yay.
I made the only thing that I had for Stop the Floss that I could have brought was, you know those, they're not paper mache, but they're kind of like hard cardboard. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're like cardboardy colored, like in the craft section. It's
Okay.
different shapes. But I took a heart, and I made this a while ago, and just took scrapbook paper and clipped it so it would conform to the shape of the heart, and then just flip the ends back and use rubber cement so it's nice and smooth. And then I just glued like some mix of flowers on the front.
Oh, cool.
It's really cute. I used it for shower props,
Oh.
and I was gonna bring that. I'm like, next to her quilts.
Well,
not anything to compare.
It's cold here.
Yeah, it's gonna snow.
I mean,
again.
it's cold. It's supposed to snow today, tomorrow, the next day, the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And we had rain, and so things got icy underneath.
Oh, yeah, big
I shoveled
time.
our driveway, and there's like spots, and I ran out of salt.
Oh yeah,
So
as did the world.
So I put sand on
Oh.
the stuff that was slippery, so at least you're
Traction.
know that that's gonna have that something's up with
Your
that.
Amazon delivery guy won't fall and crack his head open.
No deliveries coming.
No.
No,
Oh wow.
no, I've been good. I just saw what I bought. I'm good.
I might order some. I don't know. I have various things that I keep in my cart, and then
I do.
every once in a while it's like, oh, maybe I like that. But I ordered the book, so I felt like that was my little treat to myself, and I was so excited when it came because I definitely will stitch some of those next fall probably.
Yeah, I just have to order flosses for my piece. But,
Okay.
and ramble.
That's 10 minutes later. So
Yeah. This is a long video. And if you want to stick with us to see our little surprise, a little gift to you guys. Especially the people that have
Don't
been
hate us.
asking us.
Don't
and
hate
asking
us.
us.
That's all I can say. We apologize in advance.
We're low budget. Very low budget.
Low budget, low talent.
It would be pretty close to no talent.
That is true. So, well, have a happy Valentine's Day. We
Yeah.
also say goodbye again, so we won't spend a lot of time saying goodbye. But,
Yep, and join us for our stitch along. Finish it February SAL.
all together, and
Yep, post
some
pictures.
because it's fun to see. Go there and see what people are
Yeah.
working on, and yeah. what
And
we're
if you haven't
working
heard
on.
about that, you can stitch whatever you want. Like for the month of February, Barb suggested this, that we don't start anything, we just finish.
Yeah.
So that's why, I don't know if you heard people saying, oh, I had to put a stitch in this, or I had to do this before the end of January. That's why, because they wanted to start something.
Right. But with all the stuff, I think it's going pretty quick, and it hasn't been awful painful because I've been getting things finished.
Which
So
is fun.
it is fun.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, join us with that, and with that, we're done. And yeah, if you don't want to watch what's after this,
You don't have to.
You're done. Okay.
bye-bye.
Bye. Hello,
Hello,
Flosstube.
Flosstube.
We're the Real
Real
Housewives of Cross Stitch,
I'm Priscilla.
and I'm Chelsea.
And this is Ronnie. And we're here today to talk about our stitching.
That's right.
Do we have any questions?
Yeah,
Chelsea?
we have a few comments, Mom.
Okay.
The first is from Barb. She wants to know, what is your newest series?
Oh, well, I'm glad she asked because I'm working on my new series. It's my partnership, and it's called Let It Snow, Chalk and Chicks. And you see the chicks amongst the snowflakes? It's just, I love it. It's so cute.
It is. It's really cute, Mom.
It's
I'm
adorable.
really proud of you.
I know. I can't wait for everyone to get the charts and be stitching away on it. Those chickens are just adorable.
They are. I love chickens.
Really cute.
I love chickens.
Yep, I love it.
And so, and then the next comment we have, Leanne wants to know what you use for your coffee tea dyeing, for our coffee tea dyeing of our Monaco.
Oh, yeah.
28 count. 28 count Monaco.
Yes, we use 28 count always. And here's my basket of coffee and tea. I always, like when we go to Disney hotel, I just always take all the coffee from the room because we don't drink coffee and I feel like we pay for it. So, and then I can use it for my coffee tea dyeing.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, and this way we have more money for our stitching.
Right. So we got to buy those charts. Yeah. Speaking of charts.
Oh yeah, what are you working on?
I've got a couple new ones here.
Okay.
Let's see. Whoopsie. We got Prairie Schooler, because, you know, we love Prairie Schoolers. Oh, here's another.
Gotta love a Prairie Schooler.
Here's another Prairie Schooler. What's that one?
Little House Needleworks.
Oh, yeah. Scarlet House.
Now, are you stitching all of on all of these?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's a Lizzie Kate, because I love Lizzie Kate, too. Her designs are so cute. And here's a Chessie and Me. Here's another Prairie Schooler. Yeah, there's just all, this is a free one from DMC. See that one?
Here's a Scarlet House.
And Country Cottage Needleworks. I know I stitched this before, but I just have to stitch again. It was so cute and so much fun.
Oh, and here's another Little House Needleworks.
Yeah, so just a lot. And Cinnamon Stars. Cinnamon Stars.
Okay. Oh, that would be for our Fall Friday.
Yeah.
Stitching, yeah.
And here's the Ben Creek Gobble Gobble.
Oh, another Fall Friday.
Yep. And then my favorite one that I'm working on. Well, I'm only started on Harry right now. But it's All Through the Night. That's Harry. He's one of the triplets. So there's two others, Jack and Henry.
Oh, they're very cute.
And I just have a little start on Harry right now, but I'll show you him. Here he is. He needs some feet, don't you think?
And now that's on Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco,
yes,
right?
Yes, Coffee Tea Dyed 28 count.
Okay.
And it's just so easy. I stitch in hand and I can just get it done in no time because I'm pretty quick.
Wow.
So,
yeah, you're fast, Mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you, let's see, do we have anything else?
Well, I got some Ray done.
Oh.
I just wanted to show.
TJ Maxx, or did you get them at the thrift store?
TJ Maxx.
Nice.
And I just was saying, imagine what Mom could do if she didn't have to make her yard sauce.
I know. I could create lots of excellent stitchy projects. I could just dream up great finishes
that we would enjoy.
Too bad that yard sauce just gets in the way. So much time, but it's so good in the freezer and in wintertime. Such an easy meal.
Yep. Mom, you just make me smile.
Aw, Chelsea, cheers to you. So,
okay.
What else is new?
So,
I always put my color conversions on my blog. So,
and what is your blog name?
Priscilla, the speediest stitcher in the world.com.
Okay.
So you can go there to check for my color.
Just remember, it's all one word, Priscilla, the speediest stitcher.com in the world.
In the world, yep.
Priscilla, the speediest stitcher in the world.com. That's Mom's blog.
Right. I'm sorry if I've been not paying quite as well attention as I should have been, but I just was having so much fun with Harry that I just decided to keep going on him. And I got his feet in while we were talking.
So, did you just stitch him while we were...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I thought, why not? I just went and I got Jack and Henry too, so they're all done.
Wow, Mom, you're fast.
I know. I love it.
You're fast.
I love it. I'm pretty quick. So anything else new?
Nope. I think we can wrap it up.
Okay.
Don't forget, follow us on Mom's blog, Priscilla, the speediest stitcher in the world.com.
Or Instagram too. I also post a lot of
what is your
things.
Instagram?
My Instagram is Priscilla. Just finish it up in no time quick. So just look for us there.
Okay, and I have Instagram. Chelsea, I have the cutest baby in the world.
Nice. And do you have pictures of your chickens?
No, I really don't.
Well, in the chalk series, I use Chelsea's chickens as my model, so you'll see them, what they really look like. There's a variety. I think there's 4 chickens in there, and they're just so cute. I just had to include them. I think they work well with the snowflakes and the Let It Snow theme.
It's adorable, Mom. I can't wait to stitch it.
Yeah, and when we were at Disney the last time, because it was my birthday, I got this cute little charm. It's a cupcake, so...
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so I just another one to add to my bracelet. So...
Okay. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
We're done. Mom's cooking yard sauce.
Yep.
We're going to have some spaghetti.
I love it.
So, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Hi, Flosstube.
Hello.
I'm Leanne.
And I'm Barb.
We're not Priscilla and Chelsea.
As you might have guessed.
We've been asked to do a spoof again so many times, and we thought, who better than Priscilla and Chelsea? They're always such encouragement and have such great ideas.
Yeah, I think everyone kind of looks at them as the queen and princess of cross stitch.
I think so too.
Yeah. So we realize all the yups and the so's are definitely in Wisconsin.
Yep.
So Chelsea, you might be worried if you stay here as long as we did.
Hopefully she doesn't get
for
that.
the border. Hopefully you won't.
And Chelsea, this is a low budget film. I apologize for the hair. It was my son's Halloween costume wig. Oh, I'd say a good 15 years ago. And, it's got to even be more than that. And we've used it for different Halloween wigs. And it shows.
Yeah.
But it's the only thing that we had that was black. So,
yes.
Of course, your hair looks nothing like that. But...
Oh, yeah.
But
beautiful long locks.
You got to make do with what you have.
Right. So we tried. We know we're not professional actresses. That's evident.
That's quite obvious.
And we probably forgot half the things we were going to say.
Yep.
But
Yep.
Yep. So hope you enjoyed it and don't hate us for.
Yeah, I mean, it really is something out of respect and love,
right?
That we do it, and we're
and based on what we see of you, you guys look like you enjoy life and can appreciate laughing.
Yeah, something funny, because I can just see Priscilla laughing now. The fastest stitcher in the world,
because you are. If only.
So hope you enjoy it, and thank you, Priscilla and Chelsea.
Yeah, for all that you give to the world of cross stitch. I mean,
your inspiration.
So many people are inspired by what you create, and the fact that you do a weekly video is always a testament. I know I couldn't do it.
Well, and I'm always there on Saturday. I'm like, okay, when is this coming up? It's 8:00 and they're not on yet.
Yeah.
But really, I don't expect you to be on there at that time. But you are one that I always have to watch right away.
And
if
I
I'm
think
around.
A lot of people are that way. So.
Yeah. So with that, thank you.
Yep. It's time to go.
Bye-bye.
Bye.